Okay, we are live now. We are live. You are watching Learn Albanian Online. If you want to join this free lesson, go to learnalbanianonline.net. There are some available seats and you can join. You are welcome. Unë quhem Elson dhe unë jam nga Shqipëria. Today I will teach you some Albanian grammar. Here we have Kiri. Përshëndetje Kiri, you know the drill.
Përshëndetje, unë quhem Keri. Unë jam nga Amerika në Montana. Unë dua të mësoj shqip sepse shoku im I preferuar është shok. Shqiptar.
Not Shqiptar. Perfect.
I got it.
Yes. So your friend is Albanian. Okay.
Yes,
Përshëndetje. Pardon?
I said yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Well, Matthew, përshëndetje.
Përshëndetje, unë quhem Matt, unë nga Amerika, unë udhëtova në Shqipëri 2 herë. Unë po mësoj shqip sepse kam qef të shkoj në Tiranë. Përsëri.
Okay. Okay. What do you like about Tirana mostly?
Tirana ka shumë gjallëri.
Gjallëri, okay. It's full of life. Mirë. Here we have Tiffany. Përshëndetje Tiffany.
Përshëndetje.
Po.
Unë jam Tiffany, unë jam Franca, unë jam 25 vjeçë.
Po.
Unë dua të mësoj shqip sepse burri im është shqiptar dhe unë në Shqipëri disa herë.
Po.
Shqipëria është shumë bukur.
Shumë bukur, po. Planifikon të vish përsëri në Shqipëri apo akoma jo?
Po, por nuk e di kur do të shkojmë prapë.
Okay. Mirë. Lenson, përshëndetje Lenson. Në dëgjon?
Përshëndetje. Quhem Lensoni, unë jam nga Tajvani, unë jam 26 vjeç, unë dua të mësoj shqip, me qëllim që të udhëtoj në Shqipëri dhe të them në Shqip me shokun tim.
Dhe të flas në Shqip, Shumë mirë. We have their 3 subjunctives and they were all correct. Good job. Kitty, hello Kitty. Tie, do you hear me? We do not hear you, I'm very sorry. Please write your introduction in the chat box and I will read it, okay? Okay, thank you. Faleminderit. Mirë, so we have some viewers from YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to join this lesson, go to learnalbanianonline.net. The link is in the description box of this video. Today we'll talk about subjunctive mood again. I know it's a bit annoying and boring, but it's very, very important. Just like Lenson mentioned, those sentences, there are hundreds and millions of others that are very, very used in Albanian language. Please, if you have not watched the previous videos, I've done 2 or 3 other videos about subjunctive mood. Please watch those first and then continue with this video. The other videos, you can find them also in my YouTube channel. Okay, now I will start screen sharing for viewers YouTube. Those that are already in the lesson, you have the link. I just sent it to you. Okay, now we'll talk about verbs that end in a consonant. In the very first lesson, we talked about verbs that end in J, and then we talked about reflexive verbs. Today, we'll talk about those that end in a consonant. Tell me?
Kitty wrote her introduction.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'll read it real quick. Okay. So, përshëndetje, unë quhem Kitty, jam hungareze dhe dua të mësoj shqip sepse më pëlqen gjuha dhe kultura shqiptare. Okay, just some spelling mistakes. Shqiptare. Okay? Edhe më pëlqen gjuha. Okay, shumë mirë. Jam hungareze. Okay, I will send the link again for Lenson. Mirë, I will start screen sharing. Okay, perfect. Faleminderit, Matthew. Mir. So we'll talk about subjunctive mood of this type of verbs. Indicative mood, I have already discussed that in the previous videos. And each mood in Albanian has tenses. So we'll talk about present simple tense. Mir, let's go to the next slide. We have been talking a lot what a verb is, and we are going to talk today about those that end in a consonant. Slide number 3, what is a mood is how we choose to express, to say something in Albanian using the verb. Only a verb as in Albanian has a mood, no other words, not noun, no pronouns, etc. It's the second mood we are studying, and the third one will be imperative. These three ones are the most used ones. And the last two ones are two moods that most languages do not have. They are very, very special for Albanian. Mir, now in today's lesson will be a bit different. The way we start the lesson, we'll start first, we'll continue, and I will review and explain again how to use subjunctive, and then we'll go to the new lessons. So if you know this part very well, you can skip, I think it will be around 10 minutes, you can skip the 10 minutes of the video. We'll review again, for those who have not watched the previous videos, what is subjunctive mood. As I mentioned earlier, how to use it mostly. As I mentioned earlier, is the second mood that we have in Albanian language. How to use it with modal verbs. In Albanian, we have two basic modal verbs, and these are mund and duhet. We have there also the translation. This is their conjugation, so it are conjugated the same from one person to the last one, the same with duet. And at the very bottom, there are some examples. So after a modal verb, we should always put subjunctive mood. I'll read the sentences quick. Ajo nuk mund të vi sot sepse është e zënë. Kur mund të takohemi? When can we meet? A mund të shkojmë bashkë në Rome? Can we go together to Rome? Kur është agimi? Mund të jetë në Zyrë. He might be at the office. So the verb mund is always in every sentence followed by that t, which is nothing else but a particle that we use in subjunctive mood. Modal verb plus t plus the basic verb then. Let's go to the next one. We have duhet. Duhet të flasim. We should talk. Duhet is a modal verb followed by subjunctive. Duhet të blej 1 kilogram mol. Maybe he's making a dessert and he needs 1 kilogram of apples. Then we have duhet të mësosh. You should learn. And the last one, duhet të vish në shtëpi sa më shpejt. You should come home as soon as possible. So these are some modal verbs. There is one more modal verb. This is dua, to want, or just want. This is a conjugation, unë dua ti do ai do. And some sentences, unë dua të blej një bilet fluturimi për ditëlindjen e saj. Or një bilet avioni is more used, actually, a flight ticket. So unë dua të, I want to. Çfarë do të, what do you want to? Çfarë do të blesh për Krishtlindje? What do you want to buy for Christmas? Then we have ajo do të shkoj vetëm në shtëpi. She wants to go alone home. She wants to go home alone. Çfarë do të thuash me këtë? What do you mean by this? Now, the last three sentences that I put there, they also have another translation. They are also the same sentences we would use in the future, the same construction. What will you buy? She will go. What will you mean by this? It's not really, doesn't really make sense, but it can be future. Here, since in English there are some other modal verbs such as need, especially in Albanian we have an equivalent to this one, which is kam nevoj. Kam nevoj is a modal verb, need. So un kam nevoj, ti ke nevoj. Nevoj is a noun, is not conjugated, only the verb. Here is a sentence, ajo ka nevoj të blej. She needs to buy a new phone. Or a ke mundësi të vish, can you come today? So that's the first usage with modal verbs. The second one there are some other verbs that typically are followed by subjunctives. Some of them are dëshiroj, the verb to desire or would like or want. Filloj, to start, to begin. Mendoj, to think. Shpresoj, to hope. Ëndërroj, to dream. Shkoj, to go. Vazhdoj, to continue. Di, to know. And munde, modal, the verb can. So, unë dëshiroj të. I would like to. Unë dëshiroj të udhëtoj në gjithë botën me macën time. Or ajo po fillon të. She's starting to sing. Çfarë mendon të bësh? What do you think of doing? Akoma po ëndërron. She's still dreaming. So all this, as you can see, followed by të, which is subjunctive. A do të shkosh, të blesh. subjunctive. Mundem, modal verb, or other type of verb. Nuk mundem të vazhdoj më, I cannot continue anymore. And the last one is the. She knows how to read and write very well. So these verbs and many others are followed by subjunctive. Basically, the idea of subjunctive, the word subjunctive means to link. So you'll need a verb previously in order to use subjunctive. And these are some of the verbs. Subjunctive is used when you have another verb previously and you want to use another one. There are some conjunctions or linking words, or liza, we call them in Albanian, slide number 9, that are typically used with subjunctive mood. And some liza, some conjunctions are me qëllim që, in order to, por sa, sapo, as soon as, ku, where, kur, when, para se, before, kudo që, everywhere, po, which is if, sikur, oh, what if, sa do që, no matter what, and si do që, no matter how. Again, followed by subjunctive, typically. For example, unë po mësoj shqip me qëllim që të flas me shokun tim më të mirë. Or, ajo po shkon në dyqan me qëllim që. As soon as I finish school, por sa të mbaroj shkollën. Here we have a modal verb from a subjunctive again. Do të pres për ty, ku të duash. Ku is not interrogative pronoun here. It's not like where when you start the sentence. This is as a conjunction. I'll wait for you wherever you want me to wait. Ku të duash. Kur të bëhem gati, when I'm ready, I will something. Kudo që të shkosh, wherever you go. Mund të bësh që të duash. Here we have no conjunctions, just a modal verb. Po të duash, number 8, we have if. If you want, po të duash. And the last one, si do që. However it goes, however it is, I'm proud of you. Jam krenar për ty. That's the third usage. Number 4, it's with phrases such as this here on the left. It's important too. Është e rëndësishme, është e nevojshme, është e rrezikshme, it's dangerous. Është e dëmshme, it's harmful, it's bad for you. Është mirë, it's good, është më mirë, it's better, është keq, it's bad, është më keq, it's worse. So these are followed by subjunctive, and there are some examples there. And the last usage is with the future. We'll have just a lesson about the future, but here is how we build it. The subject, the person who will do the action, plus the particle do. If you put particle do, it's not a verb, it's just a particle. Before subjunctive, that's how we build future simple. Nesër do të stoj për në Germany. Tomorrow I'll travel to Germany. So here we have the particle do plus subjunctive, that's the future. Javën tjetër do të shkosh. Next week you will go. Pse do të vish? Why will you come here? Why are you going to come here? Pse do të vonohesh? Why will you be late? So that's all about subjunctive. That was just a sum up of the usage. Any questions?
I have a little question.
Tell me.
When you use the conjunction med chali, does it always is it always followed by cha? Is it always
yes? Exactly. Yeah. So the whole conjunction is me qëllim që. That me qëllim is optional. You cannot just say me qëllim. You have to follow it by që.
Okay, that's all. Yes. Thank you.
Mirë. So we have here Noran. Hello, Noran. Përshëndetje.
Përshëndetje, everybody. Hey, Elson, how are you?
Përshëndetje, unë jam shumë mirë. Po ti?
Mirë.
Mirë, okay. So can you introduce yourself, please?
As you said, my name is unë jam Nuran. Unë jam nga Egypt.
Egypti.
Egypti. Me pëlqen qip sepse
me pëlqen.
Po. It's been a long time. I didn't use the Albanian at all, so I will continue.
Okay, no problem.
I like the Albanian because of the language, and I really miss you all. Really.
Okay, I will miss you too. Thank you for joining. Mirë. Okay, now we'll start with the real new lesson. We will talk about verbs that end in a consonant. Now, there are different consonants, you know, it is not just one. We are talking about verbs that end in a consonant, but of course, except J, because that forms the class itself. We talked about it in the first lesson. Of course, except EN, because those form reflexive verbs. So all the other endings, except these here, are verbs that end in a consonant, and we will talk about them today, how to build a subjunctive. Now, let's first talk about verbs that end in S. S, it's a consonant. And we'll take as an example the verb purgatis, to prepare, and pyes, to ask. Now, in order to memorize it better, I suggest you to compare it with indicative, with the first mood we studied. So if you remember the conjugation of purgatis, it's like this: un purgatis, ti purgatit. I prepare, you prepare. Io purgatit, he, she prepares, purgatit. We prepare, ne purgatissim, you purgatismi, atato purgatissin. Now this is indicative. How do we build subjunctive? Now be very careful how we build it right now. In the previous lesson I said that in subjunctive only the second and the third person is different. Second and the third singular. Others do not change. Just they need a t before. So that t, the first person, again, will not change for this category of verbs. The first person and all the plural will not change. Again, only second and the third person, those are different. Und purgatis, literally I to prepare. I will create a sentence in a few moments how to use that. Also the plural, let me write it, purgatissim. Also the next one, purgatismi will not change. And the last one, purgatissin. Now, what will change is just the second or third person. How it will change? Und purgatis, tit purgatis. So again, we have this sh at the end, which is very, very typical for subjunctive mood. A sh at the end of the second person singular. Now, so basically we take the first person and you put a sh. What is that doing there? That is just a vowel that makes it easier to pronounce. So you put a sh there and an umlaut and a vowel in between to make it easier. The same for the next person, iota purgatis, with an umlaut at the end. So again, these are the only persons that are different. Unto purgatis, tita purgatis, sesh, iota purgatis with umlaut at the end. How do we negate indicative with nuk? How do we negate subjunctive? Be careful with mos. The mos purgatis, sesh. Despite the fact that it's not a very common construction with mos there. Mir, let me write an example using this one. By the way, we'll talk about many verbs today, so try to create your own sentences, and then either at the end of the lesson or you can interrupt me, let me know so you can read your sentence. Let's start with my first sentence here. Amun, using a modal verb, amunt purgatis sesh, dichka, near, for dark. Can you prepare something good or tasty or delicious for dinner? Amuntă pregăti să-și dichka near, for dark. So here we have a subjunctive verb, te pregăti să-și. Why did I use subjunctive? I'm using a modal verb, and I said earlier that we use mund with subjunctive. One more sentence, the answer for this one, for example. Po, dua, I want to, or do, future, whichever you prefer. Dua te pregătis îmbălsire.
I have one, Elson.
Tell me.
So, un do te pregătis per mesime?
Which means I will?
I will prepare for the lesson.
Okay, now I'll prepare myself, you mean, or something?
Myself.
Okay, then if you say myself, that's reflexive form. Un do te, it's from the previous lesson, reflexives end in M. Un do te pregătitem, for mesime. So it is the same verb, but it's the reflexive version of it. If you prepare yourself, the action does not fall in anything else. So let me write your sentence. It is the same verb, but it's used in just a different, slightly different form. So un do te pregătitem. I will prepare myself. One moment here. Un do te pregătitem, and then per mesimin. I will prepare myself for the lesson.
Or carry do te pregătis per mesimin.
What she will prepare. You have to mention what she will prepare. Do you want to say she'll prepare herself again?
Oh, it's the same. Okay.
It's the same one. She'll prepare herself. You have to say she will prepare something. What? The homework, the exercises, I don't know, something else.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
another sentence. Eu do te pregătis. She will prepare. Here in my example, am te pregătis is dichka, something. That's the word dichka. Here in my answer, yeah, belsier. That's a thing she will prepare, or he. So
Her introduction.
she will prepare, yes, prezantimin. Eu do te pregătis, prezantimin SI, perfect. She will prepare her introduction. Mir, let's go to the verb to ask. Do you have any questions, any sentences that you want to say using that one? Okay, to ask, you can say them to me. I have just one slide about those called your sentences. Hopefully you'll have a sentence by the end of the lesson. Let's go to ask, PS. If you remember it in indicative, un PS. The subjunctive remains the same, un te PS, of course, with the before. The pyet, it is indicative. In subjunctive, the Kiri? Pyesăș, pyesăș. Okay, un te pyes, ite pyesăș. The next one, ai, in indicative it is ai o pyet, he, she asks. And Matthew?
Ne.
No, the same one, but indicative, the subjunctive.
Oh.
I didn't finish it, so from indicative,
Pyes.
the pyes should be just like to prepare, the pyes.
Oh.
Now, ne, plural does not change. Ne pyesim changes, or it is ne te pyesim. You pyesmi, you te pyesmi, ata to pyesim, and ata to te pyesim. We have some viewers from YouTube. If you want to join this lesson, here it is, the link at the very bottom of my slide. You can join. You are welcome to join here in the lesson. Mir, if you have any sentences, you can leave it as a comment below. I will read them. Okay, so tell me, Kiri.
You know how there's the umlauted E on the IO?
Yes.
So do you pronounce that?
Okay, we don't pronounce the at the end, but something happens. How do we make the difference about the first person when you say it and the third one? If you have a vowel, if you have the umlaut at the very end, the vowel right before it is just a bit longer.
Okay.
So check this out. I want to ask, for example, dua te pyes, and check out the last one, aio do te pyes, with a long e, aio do te pyes.
Okay. You just kind of accent it a little more.
Yes, just a longer one. Do te pregătis, aio do te pregătis.
Okay.
Mir, here's a question, Vera, an example. Vera do te pyes pregăturat este pis. Here we have genitive, the construction we haven't learned, but check out pyes. Vera will, or Vera wants to ask you about the homework. Do te pyes. Double te there, so that second te is because of you as a person. She will ask you, and the first te is that subjunctive. Mir, if you drop that te, it's still fine, but it just means Vera wants to ask about the homework, not someone in particular. She will just ask. If she has the te, she will ask you. Here's another sentence, another example. Nuk e di, duhet të pyesësh dikë tjetër. I don't know. You should ask someone else. You should ask someone else. Duhet të pyesësh dikë tjetër. Questions?
No.
Okay. Let's go to the next slide. We are still talking about verbs that end in s. Here is the verb press, to cut, to wait, to expect. That is press. I will go directly to subjunctive mood. Te press. Ti te presăș. Ai. Aio te pres. With a long e, te pres. Ne te presim. You te prismi. Atato te presim. Again, what changes is the second and the third person, because other persons are the same as in indicative. Now, an example, can you wait for a little bit? Am te presas pak? Am te presas pak? Or if it is formal, am te prisni pak? Am te prisni pak? Pak, it means just for a few moments, just a few minutes. Here's another sentence. Nugdi, nugdi, chvar, te pres, theater. I don't know what else to expect, or I don't know what else to cut. Two translations. I don't know what else to expect. Nugdi, chvar, te pres, theater. Why subjunctive there? It's D, with the verb D, to know. I don't know what else to expect. If you have questions, you can interrupt me. Let's tell me.
Am I making sure I'm seeing this right? In press, so press, pressesh, pressy, pressing, presni, so it changes to an I?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because that's how it changes also in indicative. Always, okay. In order to memorize subjunctive is only if you know it very well indicative. In indicative, that's prisni, so it stays the same in subjunctive.
Okay.
Other questions? Okay. Shes, to sell. Unter shes, tita, she, sush, the shesush. It's like a tongue twister, shesush. Aio, the shes, long a. Meta shesim. You, the shisni. Ata, ato, the shesim. So again, changes the vowel to either. So I want to sell. Unduata shes, for example. Unduata shes. Here's another example. Undua shes makinan time. I want to sell my car. Now we have a new grammar thing I will talk about right now. It's not very, very important at the moment, but I will type it here. Because I'm saying my car, I'm mentioning something that I will sell, we need the weak pronoun for it. We need it. Despite the fact that we have the word car already, we also need it in Albanian. So instead of this here, you can use also ta. What is that ta? It's nothing else but ta plus it, which is a, becomes ta. So it's a bit like math there, but if you have something where the action falls, if you have an accusative, that's accusative there. You do the action of selling what? Your car. If you have it in the definite form, because it's mostly used definite. When we talked about accusative pronouns, we said that they have a case, and we talked about the third person takes the form from aio, becomes ata e. Now that ata is replaced by the word car here, but where do we put the e? That e is mixed with the subjunctive te, and it creates the word ta. So you can either say undua të shes makinën time or undua ta shes makinën time. I want to sell my car.
What is that called in grammar again, Elson?
These are called weak pronouns. So the a is called a weak pronoun. Weak pronoun in accusative. Okay?
Mir.
Other questions? So we never say undua te e. Not like this, because te and e together they create ta. Okay, so either that one or this one. Undua ta shes makinen or undua te shes makinen. Another example using shes. Ayo do te shes do j. Moment. Që të udhëtoj në të gjithë botën. She wants to sell everything in order for her to travel in the whole world. We have the ch conjunction followed by subjunctive, and we have also she wants, or either she will. It depends on either the context. Subjunctive there, she wants to sell everything. Mir, questions? Let's go to the next slide, slide number 14. Do we have any new members? No, we don't. Okay, slide number 14, numeri 14. Here are other verbs still ending in the same letter, following the same conjugation. Bërtas, to yell, to scream, to talk very loudly, that's bërtas. Unë të bërtas, ti të bërtasësh. Ai ajo të bërtas. Ne të bërtasim, ju të bërtisni, ata ato të bërtasin. Here's a lustig sentence. Jemi në mal. One moment. Tani mund të bërtasësh. Bërtasësh sa të duash. Harry, do you know the translation?
We are in small.
Mal is a mountain.
We are in the mountains. Now we can yell how much, however we like, however much we want.
Yes, exactly. How much you want. Mund të bërtasësh sa të duash. Okay. Kur të bërtas, eja tek unë. When he or she yells or screams, come to me. Kur të bërtas, eja tek unë. So again, why subjunctive? It's kur. It's a conjunction kur, temporal conjunction, temporal linking words. These will need a comma. So when he yells, come to me. It's like a conditional sentence. Very important, flas to speak. Unë të flas, ti të flasësh. Ajo të flas, ne të flasim, ju të flisni. If you remember in indicative, the changes to flisni, ata ato të flasin. For example, this is a sentence you might or can or you will use endlessly when you come to Albania. Mund të flisni më ngadalë. Can you speak slower? A mund të flisni or a mund të flasësh, depending if you want to be formal or informal. Flasësh, më ngadalë. Or agimi di të flas vetëm në dialekt. Or do, more makes sense though. He wants to speak only in dialect. Agimi do të flas vetëm në dialekt. So të flas third person. Mir, do you have questions?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I was just going to say, so if you wanted to tell somebody don't yell, you'd say, mos bërtasësh.
Why bërtasësh? I did not say when you give a command, you use subjunctive. That's another mood. That's that's imperative.
Right, okay.
So if you say don't, it depends. As I said, that's what a mood is. It depends what you want to express and how do you want to express it. If you're full with anger, that's either imperative or it can be optative for bad wishes, etc. So it depends on the mood. Okay? Other questions? Questions? No? Tiffany? Okay, Mir. I will continue screen sharing. One moment. Here we are. Kitty, if you have questions, write it in the chat box, okay?
I think my microphone is working.
Yes, it's working. Perfect, Shumir. It is working. We can hear you perfectly. So if you have questions, let me know. Okay, let's go to other now endings. Not with S anymore, but with other type of endings. So let's take P, for example, as a consonant. So hap, it's to open or to pick up the phone. That is hap telefonin, to pick up the phone. I'll go directly to subjunctive. Unë të hap, ti të hapësh. Ajo të hap. I të hapësh. Ajo të hap. So unë të hap, and check out the third person. Ajo të hap, a longer A. Ne të hapim, ju të hapni, ata ato të hapin. So this is to open. For example, mund të hapësh telefonin. Again, there is something in accusative here, is the phone. So from accusative, ata e, which means it, ata is replaced by the word phone, but where do we put e? E is mixed with the subjunctive. The plus e, what I said in the previous slide, creates ta. So can you open it? Can you open the phone? Can you pick up the phone? You say in English, in Albanian, can you open the phone? A mund të hapësh telefonin? A mund të hapësh derën? Can you open the door? A mund të hapësh dritaren? So with a ta there, ta. It is still subjunctive. It's just a very common case that we have a mix of a subjunctive and also of the weak form of a pronoun. This is very common in Albanian, but it's super rare in other languages. I've never encountered it in other languages. Here, another sentence. Ajo nuk do ta hap derën. She will not, or she doesn't want to open the door. Again, we have derën, ta there. Questions? Mbyll is the same. So to mbyll, to close, or mbyll telefoni, to end the call. Unë të mbyll, ti të mbyllësh. Ai, ajo të mbyll. Të mbyll. Ne të mbyllim. Ju të mbyllni. Ata to të mbyllin. Similar sentence, a mund ta mbyllësh telefonin, ajo nuk do ta mbyll derën. She doesn't want to close the door. Or duhet ta mbyllësh derën. You should, you must, you have to close the door. Duhet ta mbyllësh derën. Bën shumë ftohtë is very cold. Duhet ta mbyllësh derën is very cold. Or ata mbyll edhe dritaren. Should I also close the window? Ata mbyll dritaren. Of course, it's cold. Questions? I can explain anything again. If you have questions, please let me know. Okay, I cannot wait to hear your sentences then. Let's go to 16. Slide number just on that we have other type of endings. We have jap to give and mark to take. Unë të jap, ti të japësh. Ai ajo të jap. Ne të japim. Be careful now, ju të jepni. Ata to të japin. Yap is to give, but if you say yap mësim, that's to teach. To teach is yap mësim. Elona. Elona, that's a name. Ëndërron. She dreams ëndërron. Të jap mësim në, I don't know, universitet. She dreams of teaching at the university. Ëndërron të jap mësim në universitet. Let's go to mar, to take. Unë të marr, this means I take. But if you add the word telephone, this means to call. Marr në telefon, to call someone. Unë të marr, ti të marrësh. Ai ajo të marr. Ne të marrim. Ju të merrni. Ata ato të marrin. For example, mund ta marrësh, I don't know, Elsonin në telefon kur të arrish. Can you call Elson when you get there? Can you call Elson when you get there? So again, that's ta, because we have a person in accusative. That's the person that receives the action of calling. Here, subjunctive the second part because of the conjunction kur. Subjunctive the first part because of the modal verb mund. Let's go to slide number 17. Tiffany, go ahead with the conjugation of dal, to go out, in subjunctive. I do not hear you, your microphone is muted. Okay.
Ti të dalësh. Ai ajo të dalë.
Të dal, longa të dal.
Ne të dalim. Ju të dilni. Ata ato të dalin.
Mirë, të dalin, correct. Can you make a sentence using this?
Ti do të dalësh sonte.
Mirë, what's the translation?
You will go out tonight.
Mirë, ti do të dalësh sonte. You will go out tonight, correct. Matthew, a sentence with dal, and Carrie then Lenson, go ahead.
Ne duhet të dalim.
Bashk, we should go out together. We should date, basically. Ne duhet të dalim bashk, correct. So, Carrie?
ata to dalin neser.
Once again, atata, dalin, neser, this one?
Neser, yeah.
Once again, please, because I do not hear you well.
Oh, yeah, ata to dalin neser. We will go
There
out
is-
tomorrow.
Okay, once again?
Ata
Uh-huh.
to dalin neser.
Okay, now the reason why I said once again is because it's not correct, so you can correct it.
Okay.
So what's the translation?
Dota.
Okay, dota. They will go out tomorrow. Ata dota dalin neser. Yes.
Yeah.
I wrote a sentence there. Është e rrezikshme, është e rrezikshme të dalësh vetëm në këtë orë të natës. It's dangerous for you to go out alone in this hour of the night, in this time of the night. At this time. Lenson?
Duhet të dalin në dyqan.
Okay, we do dalim. Okay, now dal is more like to leave a building, to go out, or also to be out. Dal. Now we do it to shkojmë në dyqan, to go to the store, because you go inside. Here's another one. Albani do të dal vetëm me ty. Alban wants to go out only with you. Only with you. Lenson, do you have a sentence?
Duhet dalim nga shtëpia.
Perfect. Just like you said, nga, I did not mention it. Dal is very typically used with nga. So the translation, duhet të dalim nga shtëpia. Maybe there was fire, they should leave the house, they must leave. Duhet të dalim nga shtëpia. Nga follows nominative.
Or what about duhet të dalim për kafe?
Mirë, duhet të dalim për kafe. We should go out for a coffee, that's correct. Duhet të dalim për kafe. For coffee or for new coffee, both work. Nuran, can you build a sentence using this one? To go out, you should, you have to, it's important to go out, it's necessary, it's stuff like that.
No, I can't do that.
Tell me in English and I will help you say it in Albanian.
So you want me to make a sentence with to go out?
Yes, in English, to go out.
She needs to go out to have fun, for example.
Okay, she needs more like she wants then. Ajo do, she wants. Ajo do të dal. She wants to go out for fun, for chef. She wants to go out for fun. Ajo do të dal for chef. For chef. Chef is fun.
Yeah, okay.
Other questions? Other sentences?
Nope.
Okay. Let's go to the next slide. We have some other type of endings. These are not mentioned in the previous lessons, so these are new verbs. Piek, to bake or to roast, and dieg, to burn. They have a very special conjugation. I'll conjugate them also in indicative. Un, piek, ti, piek, ajo, piek. Ne, piekim. Be careful now, it's very, I don't know why it's like this. You pichni, ata, ato, piekim. So that in new person, it's a bit, I don't know, out of this world, pichni. Un të piek. Pi të, it's not irregular in subjunctive. Pi të piekësh. Ai ajo të piek. Ne të pjekim. The same with dieg. You të pichni. Ata ato të pjekim. And with dieg, un. I burn un dieg, ti dieg, ajo dieg. Ne djegim, ju digjni. Ata, ato djegim. And subjunctive, Kiri?
Ta dieg. I'm sorry. Ta diegash.
You're correct.
Ta dieg.
The dieg. Meta, the rest the same. Diegim. Kitty, think of a sentence using dal. I forgot to ask you. Dal in subjunctive. Nete diegim, ju të digjni, ata to të djegin. Here. Questions? Kitty, can you make a sentence using dal in subjunctive?
Eu nuk do të dalë sonte sepse është shumë lodhur.
Here, ajo nuk do të dalë sonte sepse është shumë e lodhur. What is the translation, Matthew?
She will not go out tonight because she is tired.
Here. Or she doesn't want. Two translations. She doesn't want to go out because she's tired, or she will not go out because she's tired. Let's go, of course, we have exceptions. Now, what we said so far, they were all regular. It's not, nothing was, I don't know, out of the rules that we have learned. Only second person, third person, we have said also in the previous lessons that only those change. But there are exceptions, and by exception, I mean there are verbs that will change, not only the second and the third person, but all in all persons. Let's start with, typically, are the verb to be and to have, and only these two we'll talk about today. I will put them also in indicative. Nuran, do you know the conjugation of this verb in present? I am, you are, he is. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Unë
jam, ti je. Ai është.
Correct. Huh? We are.
Ne jemi. Ju jeni.
They are.
Ata janë, ato janë.
Ato janë. Don't pronounce the ata janë. Shumë janë. Okay, now let's conjugate it in subjunctive. As I said, not only the second and the third person will change, also the other ones. Now, actually, what will not change is only first, second in plural. So, ne të jemi will not change, ju të jeni will not change. First person, unë të jem. Be careful, jem, not jam. Unë të jem, ti të jesh. Ajo, from është becomes të jet. Ne të jemi, ju të jeni. Also, the last person changes. Ata, ato të jen. Unë të jam, ti të jesh, ai të jet, ne të jemi, ju të jeni, ata ato të jenë. To have, the same. Unë kam, ti ke, ai ajo ka, ne kemi, ju keni, ata ato kanë. In subjunctive, unë të kem, changes the first person. Ti të kesh, ai ajo të ketë. Ne të kemi, ju të kemi, and ata ato të kem. So we and you person plural does not change. The rest changes. That's why these are irregular. They don't follow the rules that we have learned previously. Can you make sentences using this? Think of a sentence real quick and let me know that they are very used to be and to have in subjunctive, how to use it. Modal verbs with that list of verbs. It's good, it's bad, it's necessary, it's important, etc., etc. Let's start with Tiffany, whichever verb you prefer. I do not hear you. Tiffany? Okay, now yes.
I have no idea, actually.
You have an idea because I didn't hear you, or you have no idea?
I have no idea.
Could be, you should be, I don't know, calmer, or you should be a better person, or it's important for you to not be late.
Who had the yes? Yeah, dike më mirë.
You should be, no, dikush, because dikë is accusative. So duhet të jesh dikush më i mirë. You can just say, you should be someone better, you mean?
Yeah.
Duhet të jesh just më i mirë is enough. Because the T that we are using here, we already know that it's someone. Ti duhet të jesh më i mirë. You can also say dikush, it works fine. Ti duhet të jesh dikush më i mirë. Or what's more used, actually we would say një person më i mirë. You should be a better person. Ti duhet të jesh një person më i mirë. This is how we would say it. It's more used with this one. Duhet të kesh kujdes. Here I wrote one. You should be careful. In English you say you should be careful, but in Albanian we say you should have care. So ti duhet të kesh kujdes. Ti duhet të kesh kujdes. Duhet të jetë duhet të jetë e zënë. Or mund të jetë zënë. She might be busy, mund të jetë zënë. Or he might be. Kur të Elsoni, ai mund të jetë zënë, he might be busy. Do you have any sentences, any of you? Nuk ajo nuk do të jetë me ty. She doesn't want to be with you. Ajo nuk do. Tell me, Matthew.
Ai do të ketë një ditëlindjen shpejt.
He will we say it, okay, you can build it as a sentence, but it's not a very, very common one. We just say his birthday is late tomorrow, next week, etc. Not he will have the birthday. To have is more to have something, to possess something. To have the birthday.
Ai do të ketë ëmbëlsirë.
Okay, we don't use it for food. If you say in English, I'm having dinner, I'm having breakfast, I'm having a dessert, but in Albanian, to eat them, ai do të haj.
Ai do të ketë
një makinë të re.
Një makinë
He
të
re. He wants to have a new car. Ai do të ketë një makinë të re. Ai do të ketë një orë të re, new watch, or etc. Mirë. Dua të kem, I want to have. Dua të kem një makinë të re, or etc. Nuk dua të jem vonë. I don't want to be late. Nuk dua të jem vonë. Okay. Do you have any sentences that you have prepared before we start with an exercise?
I have a couple. Ti duhet të bërtasesh zumshëm kur ka frikë.
Kur ke, when you have, you said ti.
Kur ke frikë.
Okay, so ti duhet të one moment, bërtasesh, and then what you said?
Zumshëm kur...
Okay, zumshëm is something that is noisy. What is noisy here?
Or what?
Ti duhet të bërtasesh.
The shout.
Më shumë, maybe. Më shumë. You should scream more or louder. Ti duhet të bërtasesh më shumë.
Kur ke frikë.
Okay, frikë shumë mirë. Kur or kur je në rrezik. When you are in danger, në rrezik. Kur ke frikë is also perfect. When you are afraid.
I have one more.
Yes, go ahead.
Unë duhet të marr disa burek.
Unë dua të marr, once again, please.
Disa burek.
Unë dua të marr disa. Okay, now what's the plural of burek? I guess it's burek the same. No one would use it in plural. Okay, burek is still the same, but with umlaut at the end.
Or
so unë dua të marr. Yep. Unë dua të lej një marr një burek. Unë dua të marr një burek. Or
Ga tavolina.
Tell me?
Ga tavolina.
Nga tavolina, yes, or nga pjata from the plate like this. Tiffany?
I have no sentence prepared, I'm sorry.
Okay, Carrie?
No, I've just been watching.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see if I can think of one soon.
Okay, Lanson?
I've got one.
Okay, tell me, Lanson.
Është nevojshme të kesh një mësues të mirë me qëllim që të flas mirë shqip.
Me qëllim që të flas mirë shqip. That's very correct, shumë mirë. So it's necessary to have a good teacher in order to speak Albanian good. That's very correct. Kitty?
Është mirë të pyesësh se nuk e kupton.
Nëse. So është mirë të pyesësh nëse nuk e kupton. It's good to ask if you don't understand it. That's what you mean? Okay, it's good to ask if you don't understand it. That's very correct. If you don't understand it or when you don't understand it, kur would also make sense. Kur nuk e kupton.
Awesome.
Mirë, tell me.
No, this one kind of confuses me sometimes, so maybe you could help. So, mund të më ndihmon, ju lutem?
Wine dimon, it's a modal verb. We don't have n ending in subjunctive. Dimosh.
What about can you help me?
Yes, amuntă mă dimosh.
Yeah, amuntă mă dimosh yulutem.
Shumir, very well. You or te lutem, since used informal, te lutem. Amuntă mă dimoni yulutem. The other form. Amuntă mă dimoni yulutem.
That's just more formal?
That's just formal, yes. Yes, on dimosh, there are no n endings in subjunctive. Second person, third person will take sh or Here, Carrie, you want to say something?
I think so. Okay. Un nuk do të djeg darka.
Un nuk do. Now darken at the very end, it's something, it's accusative. So that will become ta.
Ah, okay.
Un nuk do ta djeg darken. I will not burn my dinner. That's very correct. Okay? So because you said darken, it's it, right?
Yeah.
It becomes it's ta here.
Bravo.
To is also correct. This to is also correct, but it's very practical and it sounds much better using ta.
Mir.
See?
Elsa, I have a question.
Tell me, Tiffany.
Could you give more examples with the construction the must? Because I'm used to
Yes. Yeah. So let's take all these here, and you can make it with mos. Ti duhet të mos. You should not to yell, to scream more. But since we have duhet here, we use it mostly by negating that rather than this. This is very correct, like this, but we negate the action we negate the modal verb rather than the action of screaming. You should not rather than you should not to scream.
You should probably change the ending.
Yes, the ending, yeah. Here's another example. Është mirë të mos shkosh vetëm atje. It's good for you not to go there alone. Okay, të mos shkosh. You can, of course, and we use it more by negating the first part. I have said that subjunctive is typically used with another verb before, so we tend to negate that verb rather than subjunctive. So either nuk është mirë të shkosh vetëm atje, or është mirë, it's good not to go there alone.
Okay.
So for kam nevoj, would it be un nuk kam nevoj or un kam nevoj mos?
So both would work. As I said, both would work, but we use it more by negating the first verb rather than that one is subjunctive.
Mir.
Both work. Un kam nevoj or un nuk kam nevoj. Un kam nevoj të mos or un nuk kam nevoj të shkoj, etc. Other ones? është e rrezikshme të mos pish ujë. It's dangerous not to drink water.
Yeah.
We more would use it like this. Nuk është e rrezikshme të pish ujë. It's not dangerous to drink water. It changes slightly the meaning, but so either with mos there or with nuk here. Është e rrezikshme të mos pish ujë. It's dangerous not to drink water. Other ones? Duhet të mos flasësh. You should not speak. Duhet të mos flasësh me zë të lartë, loudly. Or nuk duhet të flasësh me zë të lartë. Okay, Tiffany, do you understand it? So tend to negate it by using the nuk in indicative. So it's the first verb rather than mos. With mos works perfectly, but it's not that very common. Okay, let's start with the exercise. We are in slide number 21. If you're watching from YouTube, you can pause this video before we solve it. And then you can post your answers at the very bottom. Let's start with the first one, Carrie, the second, Matthew, the third, Tiffany, the fourth, Lanson, and the fifth, Kitty. Go ahead with the first one. I don't remember which one I said first. Carrie, I think?
Artani to dough, yeah. Purgatush,
He. There is no sh to përgatis. There is no sh in he person. Artani do të përgatis darkness të pinë e tij.
Sorry, it's you that's got the sh. Okay.
Artani do të përgatis darkness të pinë e tij. Artani wants to prepare dinner at his house.
Yeah.
Let's go with number 2. Which one was reading? Which one? Whose turn is it? Matthew, I think.
Ne mund të japim mësim universitet.
We can teach at the university. Ne mund të japim mësim në universitet. Ne mund të mos japim. We might not teach at the university. That's the translation. We might not, if you put mos there. Ne mund të japim, we can teach there, or we might teach there. Ne mund të mos japim, we might not teach at the university. We might teach at a school, if you put mos there. Number 3 was Tiffany. Është mirë, sorry, not është e mirë, është mirë.
Mirë të hapë. Në gjën ku ti shesësh. Ku në fituar të artit.
Artit shumë i, ku ti të shesësh, punet të tua të artit. It's good for you to open a store where you can sell your artwork. Ku ti të, why subjunctive? We are using ti. We are using ku conjunction. Number 4 was Lenson.
Yep. Pasi marr Elsoni në telefon.
Pasi marr Elsoni në telefon. It's one of the conjunctions. I want to start.
Dua të filloj të përgatis një ëmbëlsirë me mjalt.
Shumë mirë. Përgatis një ëmbëlsirë me mar. After I call Elson, I want to start preparing a dessert with honey. Number 5, Kitty.
Ajo do të shes makinën e saj që udhëtoj në Ballkan.
In order for her to travel, ch it's one of the articles. It's one of the conjunctions by subjunctive. Ç të udhëtoj.
Që të udhëtoj.
Yes. So with umlaut at the end. She wants to sell her car in order for her to travel in the Balkans. Ajo do të shes makinën, or ajo do ta shes makinën e saj që të udhëtoj në Ballkan. Mir, do you have questions? Any words? Do you have any sentences that you secretly didn't want to say, don't want to use? No? Okay, Mir, this was today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, thank you.
The next lesson will be in October. I think it's around 7th of October, and it's the last lesson about subjunctive mood. And there are 2 more lessons for this year. Then I'll see you next year. Thank you very much for watching live also from YouTube. If you have questions, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will answer as soon as possible. Thank you also very much for being present in this lesson.
Mirupafshim.
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 Mirupafshim.